Okay, lastly today, the Leo New Moon Eclipse, total eclipse, August 21st, 2017, 2:31 p.m. East Coast time. Now this one is the Mac Daddy of them all. Total eclipses are rare, and coming across our country is extremely rare. And this one's going to come all the way across, so I think we're in for some big trouble, or what I consider as big revelations that'll help us to understand more or better where we are and what's happened from a perspective that's more locally to all of us that live in the U.S. There's going to be some uncomfortable progress here, but progress nonetheless. If you've been working from a perspective that you're working on who you are, what you are, what matters to you, where your passion is, and doing something from that perspective, then that's where the progress is going to be. If you've been being pushed and aggravated and not feeling like things are going your way, then that's where the progress is going to be. Both ends of that spectrum need to be stirred as fire signs are hosting planets. So it's about you being stirred and alchemy or change coming to your life. Your plan may be working, either positive or negatively, but I think with this eclipse, you'll see that events will unfold that'll seem out of your control, but if you look back, they were in your control. As an eclipse is, and total eclipses, especially when they go right over your house, are ways of the universe going, listen, you're ready for this, and I need to show you that by awakening you, or bringing an event that's going to awaken you, or alter your energy field that's surrounding you to get you back on track or get you back moving. So there'll be a lot of people that don't like what happens, and a lot of people that do like. If you've been doing inner work, you're going to like the changes that are coming. I'm not going to say everybody's going to benefit. I'm not going to say everybody's going to panic or everybody's going to lose, but everybody is going to change drastically from this eclipse. So don't be lazy, and make sure that you're ready, as a new moon is for you manifesting, letting the universe know that you're ready to change. New moon in Leo is that you're ready to create from a perspective that's going to be beneficial to you. Who are you? What are you? What matters? What makes you tick? What makes you feel alive? That's what Leo does as a sign. A new moon total eclipse here is where we must find those passions deep within and do something from a perspective that is looking forward, creating. You're creating and moving ahead. I'm not telling you can't look behind and learn, but this is more about creating in the moment and moving forward. Mars, the North Node, Sun, Moon are all going to be late in the sign of Aries. They're going to do fairly well and trine up with, let's see, North Node, Sun, Moon, Mars, Uranus, and Saturn are all going to be trine. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets, and the North Node. Half the planets are going to be trine. What does that mean to you? What does that tell you? By God, the universe is trying to bring alchemy, and it's your time, so you better get your butt moving. Fire signs are where you must bring the energy to change, bring heat, and create alchemy to change where it is you are and where you want to go. The North Node is the eclipse point, saying the universe is going to help you change. So I can't scream much louder that the change is everywhere, and you might want to get moving, and you might want to figure out what it is you want. I've been telling you this for 10 years now. Who are you? What are you? This is the moon that's going to really make that happen. All kinds of events are going to be happening, and where and what happens to you is going to depend on, are you really working from within? And let's say you're totally working from within, you've worked on everything, and something bad happens to you, or you perceive it to be bad. It's an eclipse. Hang on. You may perceive it initially one way, but it may end up be exactly what was needed to get you back on course to who you are, what you are. Because a lot of people think they know what's best for them, but they've been just hanging on, or just, things were good, so they just let it go. But they needed to change and get out of what they were doing because there was so much more for them to experience. That's going to happen to a lot of people here, so get ready. Mercury actually being in Virgos is going to be in retrograde, so caution here. I'm talking a lot about you must change, bring alchemy and all that, but with Mercury retrograde, you're going to want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. Doesn't mean you don't do things, but what it does mean is that you must be stirred from within. Use your passion. Come from a perspective that is yours. What do you want? Where are you going to go? Venus is going to square Uranus and Jupiter. That means ease will be taken out of the equation a little bit here. As Jupiter likes to expand, Venus likes ease. Jupiter and Venus both like ease, but Uranus likes to just seek the truth in its most direct path, or the most direct or the quickest way possible. So with those planets squaring, with your Venus squaring both those planets, you're going to want to be careful of like, you may really like this, whatever, and you're a little too focused. Open up, be able to see all around you, because there will be opportunities that you may miss. I don't want that for you. Jupiter likes to expand, and Venus likes to be an opportunity. Squaring Uranus, so if we're not open enough, we may miss it. And it may be so simple and stupid and foolish that we may miss it because we want to complicate it. So don't do that either. Go with what you feel. Venus is going to be opposite Pluto. And I think that with that, Venus in Cancer and Pluto in Capricorn, I think we may lose or have to give something up here from this aspect, but it's all, you're going to be left better than you're found, because we have Uranus in a pretty good position. So know that. Don't get frustrated here. You may not needed it anyway. You just had it there and thought you needed it. A lot of people are in that mode. Jupiter square Pluto again. Who you're around, what you're around. Maybe you're with somebody that's no good for you, or not good for you any longer. The contract's up, you need to move on. Maybe you had somebody that was around you that is good for you, and you've been not letting them in. Wake up, hope you're open into that. Saturn and Neptune are square. They don't really get along together. Saturn likes to be logical and bring creation to things, and Neptune likes to be watery and all over the board and whatever it wants when it wants. Being since they're trying, a little bit of work done in the dream state or the meditative state, or a little bit of effort into caring for oneself, I think will go a long way here for you as you move forward in merging that soul or gut instinct with the Saturn. We got to work, we got to do something here, we got to get going. Saturn being late in Sagittarius, what do you believe? Who do you know? What matters to you? That's all a big part of what all this has been. But I'm going to go to the big picture here, and the truth is that everything around you that's not in line with nature has great opportunities to unravel and for us to rebuild it. If you're stirred, if you use everything you have, all that Leo energy, all these planets' energy, you can be stirred to a point that you can make tremendous changes in the world around you. Things you're going to have to do, though, is talk, communicate. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? How have you changed? Why have you changed? Maybe you don't know it, but talking about it will help you get somewhere. I think you'll find more people are doing this. More people are seeing that all of this that's been in play up till now, from the perspective of the large groups that have been kind of running and controlling things, is not good for us. Not good for the individual. We need to get back to what's being good for the individual. We need to get back in line with nature, taking care of things. Start asking the questions of all these different entities that are trying to say they're planet friendly or nature friendly or in line with taking care of nature itself. And then you see, like, I'd love to see packaging on organic product and all natural product and stuff, and you see the packaging, it's plastic coming out of everywhere, but they say they recycle it, but it's like, it's plastic, and you're packaging smaller and smaller portions. This can't be good. Just there's common sense things that are going on that people aren't talking about, and hopefully you're going to wake up and talk and help the person next to you understand things from a deeper perspective of what's in line with nature, because that's Pluto and Capricorn lesson here. And Saturn's coming at the end of this year, which I need to put a video out for that, and then Uranus going into Taurus with the change of money. I need to talk about that too, but this eclipse is like the great awakening, the great opportunity to be stirred and change things, and for you to realize what kind of an alchemist you are and just how powerful you are as an individual. Your whole life you've been told just the opposite. Well, I'm here to tell you we're in that time now that we need to awaken and realize that we have so much more, and we are so much more gifted than we've been led to believe through all our lives here on this planet. And that's 99.9% of us. There's just been a few of us that have been lucky to be encouraged through good parenting and good environment, just how good and powerful and wonderful and the ability they have to change and make things different. Been from a child, most of the rest of the world hasn't. We're in that mode to get that time, that mode, that energy to get back to that. So with this total eclipse in Leo, with these planets, it's about you being stirred, You truthfully changing from the core of who you are all the way to all your outer reachings, the world around you, and then you'll like where this can go. Because it's an eclipse, it's not going to appear immediately. So if you're stirred and you feel it, and you continually know this is right, you got to go with that compass, that barometer that's deep inside of you, and continue, because an eclipse certainly will change things, but it may not like show the results that you may think they need to show immediately. That's where you got to be careful, and understand that it's about sustained power now. So get moving, get after it, and if you believe it and you feel it, let it happen. So you got this. I got this. I'm going to be doing my part. Please, I'm begging you to do yours. So good luck.